on. Booster ignition.
A moment over 50 years in the making.
My generation will have memories of watching them launch to the moon.
Calgarians and Canadians watch on as one of our own is set to make history. Permanently closed.
We were devastated.
A shuttered Calgary banquet hall leaves a bride and groom to be out thousands of dollars. And above average, certainly not the view, but this year's snowpack.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Camilla DiGiuseppe.
Good evening. An arrest after what police call a series of escalating incidents led to a home shooting and suspicious activity at several daycares. It's linked to a rising number of extortion cases targeting Calgary's South Asian community. Tim Brooke has more.
Officers believe it started here on March 4th along Martindale Boulevard in the northeast. Shots were fired at this home and no arrests were made. Just weeks later, escalation.
This extortion series is highly complex in both scope, depth, and magnitude.
Police say threats, vandalism, and other suspicious activity spread outward to 2 daycares outside of the city. The locations are not being released to protect those involved. No children were believed to be in harm's way.
There was reasons these 2 specific daycares had been targeted, and for that reason, I don't believe that other daycares at this time will be targeted.
45-year-old Rana Chima has been charged with extortion and uttering threats. He was known to police. In 2020, charges of assaults and threats to cause death or bodily harm were withdrawn.
The potential for people to be harmed is really significant, particularly when their firearms are being used and discharged into homes and businesses.
Police won't say if Chima has ties to organized crime locally or internationally.
The ability to track people down is greatly hindered by the fact that a lot of these operations are being directed and even sometimes actually managed outside of Canada.
There have now been 41 extortion attempts since last January, 18 involving shootings. This arrest is just the latest in a crackdown on extortion violence also plaguing the Lower Mainland and Edmonton.
People want to see the results, and once they see results, it kind of start to alleviate some of their concerns and, more importantly, fear.
The charges announced today are an important step forward. This is just the start of our enforcement work.
Chima is expected in court on April 22nd. Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
Calgary's emergency services are preparing for big budget asks in an effort to keep up with a growing city. The fire department needs crews for some of its trucks, and police hope to hire hundreds of officers over 4 years. Calgary's mayor says the province could provide a lot of help. Here's Jordan Canagan.
Calgary's emergency crews are dealing with more calls and they're getting more complex.
When there's a shorter amount of people doing just as much of work or more complex work or more traumatic work, it has an absolute impact on our membership.
19% of officers are currently on leave or have accommodations keeping them off the front lines. The police chief wants to see 660 more officers hired over the next 4 years.
There are numbers that we need in each area because we've looked at the call load, we've looked at what's required.
Calgary is roughly 147 officers per 100,000 residents, a much lower ratio than cities like Vancouver, Edmonton, and Toronto. The national average is 178 officers per 100,000 people.
This is an issue that the province could erase in a single instant. The fine revenue that they defunded our Calgary Police by, $28 million, that fine revenue would accommodate for at least 200 of the positions that the chief is asking for without raising a single cent or a single dollar of taxes on Calgarians or Albertans.
That money went away when the province limited photo radar locations. The city is covering the gap for now, but other departments need money too.
We need to open new stations and put new apparatus into service, new trucks into service, and for all of those things we need firefighters.
Exact funding requests aren't yet known, but the fire chief says they need money for more crews to man aerial ladder trucks and medical response units. Call volume is up and city sprawl is making response times slower than targeted.
We've grown the city with new stations on the periphery by just putting an engine in there, but not really thinking about how we need more of those ladder trucks.
Funding asks will be made in the coming months, and the next budget cycle will be debated in November. Jordan Canigan, CTV News, Calgary.
In a statement, the province says there are no plans to expand photo radar, but the transportation minister says fines for offenses like speeding, careless driving, and stunting have increased, and some of that money will go to municipalities. Calgary police are still looking for the person responsible for a fatal attack in Ogden last week. Police were called to a house on Crestwood Road last Thursday. A man was rushed to hospital but later died from his injuries. He has been identified as 28-year-old Thor McCurjock. Police are still looking for the suspect. Calgary police are investigating after the sudden closure of a wedding hall, leaving several couples without a venue or their deposits. A bride and groom who found out accidentally are now warning others who might not even know the business is no longer operating. Alicia Fieldberg reports.
Nia Neem and her fiancé paid a deposit for a banquet hall more than a year before their wedding. Now, 4 months ahead of the big day, they're left scrambling.
We still don't have a reception venue. This is so stressful.
They chose White Diamond Conference Centre because they had recently attended other events there. In July 2025, they said they met with Adam Askar, the man operating the venue, and paid the deposit.
$3,000 in cash and then $3,000 in e-transfer. Like Adam Askar wanted the e-transfer into a personal account. That should have been a red flag. We were like, whatever. We have been to this event multiple times, so whatever, we trust him.
On February 1st, the couple went online to verify the address before printing out their invitations.
We looked on Google reviews and it turns out the place is permanently closed and we were like, what?
At the venue, doors are locked, signs are up about the closure, and contact information is scratched out. Neem says they contacted Askar and Ravi Bahal, who owns White Diamond Conference Centre, but were told they were not getting their deposit back. The couple said instead, Askar asked for more money to sign a new contract to provide food for their wedding at a venue they secure themselves.
He had the audacity to be like, can I have more money so I can do your wedding? And we're like, no, are you insane right now? We want the refund.
In a statement to CTV, the business's board of directors says it is aware of developments that have created uncertainty for those who have scheduled events at the White Diamond Conference Centre and is working with qualified advisors to assess the situation and determine appropriate steps. Calgary Police Service is investigating 3 separate fraud-related reports associated with White Diamond made between January and February. The reports are associated to deposits being made to the business not being refunded following its closure. No charges have been laid. Neem said she and her fiancé are among those who contacted police, and they're still trying to find a reception venue for the August long weekend wedding.
If you already paid for this venue, it's no longer operating, so you better start looking.
Alicia Fieldberg, CTV News, Calgary.
Neem said they sent out save the dates for August 1st to 100 guests, but since they are now missing $6,000 from their budget, they might have to proceed with a smaller wedding. You might be getting tired of the spring snow in southern Alberta, but people who monitor the snowpack in the mountain parks say it's contributing to a banner year. Technologists head into the mountain parks at the start of every month to measure the depth of the snow and how much it weighs. They do this at a series of historic locations so they can calculate the water equivalent of the snow and also compare it to years past. This year, they say, started off strong with large snow events, and the snow kept falling.
This year we're seeing a lot of above average snowpack, so higher depths and more snow, especially in the Bull River Basin. We're seeing a lot more snow. A little less so closer to normal in the Oldman, and then more in like the plains, kind of Athabasca, Peace River. We're also seeing lots of snow this year.
An above average snowpack does not mean we'll see flooding downstream in the spring and summer. The team started collecting their data in November and will continue through to June 1st. Danielle is in with our first look at the weather. What makes this latest bout of snow tricky that's coming our way is snow and some rain too mixed.
Yeah, and it's that heavy wet snow. They call it heart attack snow for a reason. So if you're out there shoveling it, seems like a lot, take breaks if you need to. The timeline for Calgary is a bit tricky. And so is forecasting the snowfall amounts because we're around that freezing mark. So we'll get some snow, but also likely some rain mixed in at times as well. What I can tell you is that it looks like between 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. is when we'll get the more consistent and heavier snowfall. For Calgary, 5 to 10 centimeters is what's most likely with this. It will also be windy at times, so that could reduce visibility out there on the roads, and the roads will be very tricky and very slick. Your full forecast just ahead.
Thank you very much, Danielle. Watch parties were held across Canada and here in Calgary to watch humanity's first moon mission in more than half a century. The Artemis 2 mission launched from Florida this afternoon. Mark Villani has more on the Canadian connection and what this means for the next generation of scientists.
2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
It's a moment that feels like history coming back to life. The Artemis 2 mission marks the first time since 1972 that humans have traveled beyond low Earth's orbit, sending 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon and back. At a University of Calgary watch party, it's turning textbook learning into reality.
It's just been very an abstraction of we went to the moon. So it's very cool to see that, it's something we're still doing, we're still excited about.
It's a feeling of patriotism that I feel like is unparalleled to see that.
This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity.
For the first time, a Canadian is orbiting the moon. Astronaut Jeremy Hansen is on board the mission. Calgarian Jenny Gibbons serving as his backup after completing the same training.
Is meant to be the beginning of opening up space in a fundamentally different way, and so creating the moon as a platform for human activity.
And for these grad students, it's a powerful reminder that their research could one day be aiding missions like this.
It's so fun to watch how we're innovating and how even these innovations that feel at times not necessarily connected, how they all build into this bigger and bigger picture.
That bigger picture is also helping break barriers as a new generation, including more women, see themselves in space.
Little girls can also see that this astronaut is going to the moon, so they could also go to the moon one day. These rocket launches and these missions to the moon that really helps drive excitement and interest in astronomy.
It's also inspiring some students to aim even higher.
I'd love to go to the moon.
Christian Keenan studies physics and astronomy. He hopes the launch blazes a trail towards deep space exploration.
And after that, maybe an interplanetary gateway between Mars and Earth, and then from there, moving on to settling on Mars.
Meanwhile, professors say this could also change how we see ourselves, pointing to the famous Earthrise photo from the Apollo era, with this mission hoping to shape the future of humanity.
They're trying to do something that will inspire us for generations to come.
Mark Villani, CTV News, Calgary.
Space fans gathered at Telespark to watch the historic moment. The event was streamed on the Infinity Dome to give viewers a wraparound view. Experts were on hand to answer questions and share in the fun. The smallest fans at Telespark today were the ones with the biggest excitement.
Even that moon. I read a book and I just started loving space. I was obsessed with it. I did everything to figure out things about space. I'm very excited. This is my first time ever seeing a rocket launch in my life.
The Science Center also gave attendees several space-inspired experiences. The province says it's looking for all types of discussions in Alberta classrooms, but teachers are concerned. Next, reaction to the province's updated education policy. Gas prices are falling at more stations across Calgary. Long lines today at the Southwest Costco with gas going for $1.52 a litre. Earlier this morning, some locations were selling below $1.50. It's a good time to fill up ahead of the Easter weekend. If everything holds, Calgary's water restrictions could lift tomorrow. Crews have turned on the pumps and the Bearspaw South feeder main is now in operation. They are keeping a close eye to make sure the pipe and water system remains stable. Water restrictions began in Calgary and surrounding areas last month for repairs to the aging feeder main that saw 2 catastrophic breaks. The province says proposed changes to the Education Act are meant to encourage conversation on topics and viewpoints that are unfairly silenced in classrooms. Some teachers say the legislation amounts to censorship, adding stress at a time when schools are facing more serious problems. Jeremy Thompson reports.
I think every teacher starts off with the premise of we all have our own opinion.
In his 30-plus years teaching social studies to junior high students, Gary Nelson discussed some touchy subjects like politics and human rights. It's a practice he worries fewer teachers will pursue under newly proposed legislation.
The path to sound judgment is through vigorous discussion and debate. And what we're saying is you can't have that vigorous discussion and debate. The teacher certainly cannot be allowed to even be the moderator.
Bill 25 makes a number of changes to the Education Act, including a requirement that teachers ensure all viewpoints from students are treated equally, even if they believe those views are misinformed or potentially harmful. Education Minister Dimitrios Nikolaides says the goal is to remove ideology and bias from the classroom.
The changes that we've made in the legislation help support critical thinking and help support discussion of maybe controversial or challenging topics, because we're safeguarding a student's right in the bill to express diverse viewpoints.
Whether it's the impact of the oil and gas industry, LGBTQ rights, or even flat earth theory, Nelson believes teachers have a responsibility to separate facts from opinions for their students.
8, 9, 10-year-old kids, they don't know all the information, and they will come into their classes with a lot of mistruths, misinformation, partial information, and complete lies.
Opposition leader Naheed Nenshi believes the new rules on classroom bias are redundant.
I believe kids are smart. I believe they need to learn how to deal with opposing views the way this government has never learned, and we should trust teachers to do their jobs.
The Teachers Association says existing professional standards already cover bias among educators. Staffing and classroom size and complexity remain the union's top issues. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The province has introduced legislation that would give it more power over immigration. The new rules would require employers to register with the province before accessing federal temporary foreign worker programs. It would also create a licensing system for immigration consultants and recruiters. Alberta's immigration minister says Bill 26 would give the province information it was not receiving from Ottawa and provide safeguards for workers.
We're taking all legal means possible, which is in my mandate letter from the Premier, to take more control over provincial immigration. And in doing so, it will support the businesses in Alberta, and it will create a more transparent process for people coming from out of country to work.
If passed, the legislation would be implemented over time. Well, Danielle's up next with her Skywatch forecast, and that snow heading our way and making the commute the next day a tough one. Those details next.
Well, in Calgary, it was a nice afternoon. We saw some sunshine. We got to a high of 4 degrees. Still below normal. A normal daytime high is 8 for the city. Check out these temperatures to the southeast corner. Lethbridge, Brooks, Medicine Hat, Milk River, 12s and 13s. So very warm and toasty. This is a completely different day for tomorrow. The weather pattern is shifting. This is the huge push of moisture from the States. And this is going to result in some significant wet snowfall totals for many communities. Now, in some areas, for example, the areas to the southeast, Lethbridge over to Medicine Hat and up where we have those warmer temperatures, this will be mainly a rain event, and then we'll switch to a rain-snow mix. But for areas Claresholm up to Calgary, up towards Red Deer and off to the west, it will be mainly a wet snow event. So I'm going to advance this and show you what I mean here. 3 in the morning, we have the potential even for non-severe thunderstorms in some isolated spots. Rain will be heavy at times. And then as I advance this through the morning hours, so by 8, 9 in the morning, that looks to be the arrival time for Calgary, when you will likely see flurries ahead of that. But for the more significant snowfall, 8, 9 in the morning. And then you can see it up Highway 2. It looks like the bullseye area will be to the west of Highway 2, where we can see the highest amounts. I'll talk about totals in just a minute. Timeline wise, this will be around in Calgary and south, really through the early afternoon hours, and it will fizzle out to just some flurries in the evening and late night hours, and then be completely out of the way by Good Friday. Good Friday, the clouds even start to clear out as well. So it's a really nice long weekend ahead of us, but we have to get through tomorrow. All right, Calgary, surrounding areas, special weather statement issued by Environment Canada. Numbers are all over the place because this is a really hard forecast to forecast snowfall totals and rainfall totals because many communities will be around that freezing mark for the day. So the best idea I'm looking at here is really High River up to Airdrie is where we're looking at 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. Just to the west of Highway 2 is where we're looking at the potential for up to 20 centimeters of snow. Lethbridge, 5 millimeters of rain and 5 centimeters of snow, so a little bit of half and half there. And yes, up to 14 centimeters in the Pincher Creek area. So a lot less near Medicine Hat, more of a rainfall event and less snow. All right, for Calgary specifically, again, 5 to 10 centimeters of the heavy, wet snow for tomorrow. They call it heart attack snow for a reason because it's really hard to shovel, so take some breaks if you need it. Around that freezing mark for the day, Friday, 8 degrees. The clouds start to clear out, and then Saturday, 9 and mainly sunny. For Easter Sunday, 3 degrees. We may even see a few flurries on Sunday as well, but at this point, it just looks like trace to a centimeter possible by then.
All right, Danielle, thank you. Excited fans filled the Saddle Dome tonight, and no, it wasn't for the Flames playing. The PWHL putting on a show in its first ever game in our city. We head to center ice next. Thousands tonight packed the Saddle Dome for the first ever PWHL game in Calgary between the Toronto Scepters and Ottawa Charge. For some players and coaching staff, it's a homecoming of sorts, including Calgarian Jess Condas with the Scepters. Also from Calgary, Ottawa's head coach Carla McLeod and Charge forward Sarah Wozniewicz from Cochrane. Calgary is the second stop on the league's takeover tour. The final score, 2-1 for the Scepters. And before we go, did you fall for an April Fool's Day prank? It would be that a lot of people and businesses were trying to pull a fast one on folks.
Bare feet on my flight, I'm shocked to see.
WestJet poked some fun at those passengers who think it's just fine to take off your shoes and socks on a flight. The airline said it was banning bare feet on planes, and while the video is a jest, it also said, but seriously, keep them covered. WestJet produces an April Fool's spot every year. In the past, it joked about pilots working from home and child-free cabins with kids stowed away in the cargo hold. Ha, ha, ha. All right, that's it for us here at CTV News. At 11:30, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a good night.